there are still plenty of talented people in the party, I'd say, but I get the impression that their loyalty is greater to the party than it is to the country. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, look, the only way to get into Parliament these days through the Liberal Party is to sign up to one of these mafia-like factions, and they have to back you. And then if you get in there, you have to give your loyalty to that mafia-like faction, or they'll roll you and they'll remove your disendorsement next time. So, yeah, so that is a big problem. I'll tell you another huge problem at the Liberal Party, which most people can't get their head around, and that is this. If you wanted to be a candidate for pre-selection in the Liberal Party, the first step is you have to get through what's called the NRC, the Nomination Review Committee. Now, that consists of like 4 people: the federal parliamentary the federal parliamentary leader or their representative, the state director or their representative, the party president, and the local Liberal president. Okay, so if it's in North Sydney, it'd be the leader of the Liberals in North Sydney. So this little committee of 4, all factional sort of obsessive people, they first have to review your nomination to see whether you can go forward to a pre-selection or a plebiscite. And that has been, now that used to be 20 years ago, 1 in 100 people would be knocked out because we found out we've got a criminal record, or they said something completely unacceptable on the public record, way off, past the boundary. Okay, so 1 in 100 people, and it wouldn't even be a big deal. Okay, but now what they're doing, Fred, is they have weaponised this NRC. And so they just knock people out all the time and say, no, you can't be a candidate, you can't be a candidate. Oh, you can, you're our friend, yeah, you come and be a candidate. Okay, and they ask these people in the NRC, they ask them about 60 questions, okay? Have you ever been to a strip club in your life? Okay, now, look, a lot of people have been to a strip club in their life, right? Okay, It's not the end of the world, okay? We're not saying it's a good thing, okay? But anyway, they ask them, have you ever had an affair? Have you ever smoked a joint? Have you ever had a company that's gone into liquidation or anything? All these very intrusive questions, okay? And they don't really care about what the answers are. They just try to say, oh, we can knock this person out because of this. Or they might have lied. They might have slightly got something wrong, okay? Now, we had, just before the state election, we had this, a fellow called Noel McCoy wanted to be the Liberal candidate in Castle Hill, and he had all the numbers sewn up. He was going to be the candidate, but the NRC knocked him out. Now, Noel McCoy is a partner at one of Australia's biggest law firms. He used to be the federal Young Liberal president and the New South Wales Young Liberal president. He's a super duper clean skin. He's a seriously smart professional guy, and they knocked him out, okay, because he said something during all the COVID hysteria. He said something about, I don't think the vaccines are working very well, something like that. Pretty moderate, okay. He wasn't like you and me, Fred, out there marching in the streets for freedom, okay, but he sort of said a few things. He criticised the government for the lockdowns. Well, why didn't they roll out a red carpet for Noel McCoy? No, they had to kill him. Now, so the worst thing about the NRC is this, NRC. It deters good people from even thinking about nominating. The word gets around, oh, look, I don't think you can get through. You had a company that went bankrupt 10 years ago. It doesn't matter, you're now worth $10 million through self-effort, but, so the word just gets around that the only people that get through the NRC are people that are so bloody boring, Fred, that they've never done one bad thing in their life. They've just gone to Liberal Party meetings all their life.